The summons says I have 20 days to file a responsive pleading. How do I calculate that time? Obviously, if the court is closed, you can't file your responsive pleading. Does that mean you have to file it before the court closed? Luckily, it does the simplest solution, which is if the court is closed on the deadline, your deadline moves to the next day that the court is open. So the next day will be day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 20. If the 20th day falls on a time when the court is closed, then the deadline is actually the next day that the court is open. But if it were a different deadline, well, the same statute also talks about if the deadline is less than 11 days. If it's less than 11 days, you don't count dates where the court is closed. Weekends, holidays, and any other day this court is closed aren't counted at all, except there are some exceptions to the exception there where it lists particular statutes and deadlines that don't. So if you're dealing with that circumstance, you want to read the statutes referenced in the statute to see what your actual deadline is. These are the rules of civil procedure. It applies to civil cases, which includes family law cases. However, it does not include criminal cases. The Oklahoma Supreme Court is the law of the land related to cases involving civil, but we've got a bifurcated system in Oklahoma, so the highest court in the state of Oklahoma is Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals for criminal cases, and they interpret the timing and deadlines differently. So note, sometimes their rules are different and they're more harsh. Additional information that might be useful to you would be in Title 12, Section 2012, also as part of Oklahoma Pleading Code for Civil Procedure, and it notes that if you're within that 20-day deadline and you need additional time, if you look at subsection A1B, it says within 20 days after the service of a summons of a petition, the defendant may file a reservation of time which shall extend the time to respond by 20 days. By filing for that extension of 20 days, you are waiving certain defenses. Those defenses being lack of jurisdiction over the person, improper venue, insufficiency of process, insufficiency of service of process, failure to state a claim for which relief can be granted, which includes statute of limitations issues, so you got to be careful there, and lack of capacity of a party to be sued. We've actually on our website have a template form for that people can use for free. But if you're dealing with this situation, don't just go online and grab some forms. You're going to talk to an attorney to receive legal advice specific to your circumstances.